typical Asian, like, I think this guy's pretty cool, listen to him, And he started sharing all these stories that were happening on university campuses, miracles that were happening on the campuses. And he seemed like a pretty honest guy. I was giving him the benefit of the doubt, And I was like, this is pretty cool. And all of a sudden, he started to call out people in the audience. And this is not like general stuff like, you're a human being or something, I mean, this is stuff like specific people, where they got injured, where, the part on their body, what age they got injured, and all those things. And I was like, what the heck is this? I've seen this stuff my entire life on TBN, There's a back pain being healed. No, there's like thousands of people watching, but here's a guy being specific and pointing to people. And it was right on. And so I started to get kind of rocked. I was like, what is this, Lord? And I was pretty impressed, to be honest, by what God was doing to this young guy. He was like my age, And then all of a sudden he started telling everybody, who wants to speak in tongues and stuff like that. And from my understanding, even to this day, that if you speak in tongues out loud, you better have an interpretation. I still hold to that today if you do it publicly. I'm all good for the private tongue or whatever. I'm not going to get into that. But he said, everyone come forward. So all these people are speaking in tongues, and he gets across, and he said, fire, fire. I said, I don't like this guy anymore. God. He was doing pretty good, and all of a sudden he messed it up right there. And I was praying, as I was worshiping God there. Actually, I was trying to have discernment. I was there, and I was like, Lord, I don't like this part, but how the heck did he do that? How the heck did he do that? And so I go home that night, and my roommate, who's back there, Obi, he was my roommate back then, the Filipino guy that has crazy hair. And so I got home around 12:30 at night, midnight, and I tell him what happened. And he was just getting kind of happy for me because I was debating with him many nights behind that and this stuff. Like, don't be guys like that. He's a false teacher, This and that. But then he was getting happy for me. And then my other roommate who goes to my church walks in around that time, and he says, Josh, we were together as a college group, and we were kind of concerned about you. And so I'm pastoring that group, this college group, and I forgot to mention, I've been sharing to them a little bit of my transition to my college group, and they didn't like it. It's a Southern Baptist church, and I'm not going to generalize all, but this specific one, they're not into this stuff. And so I got really hurt, because here I am at this church that I'm trying to help, and they don't like my beliefs anymore. At least, they would get so frustrated with me. They would tell me, I can't believe this stuff you're saying. I just want to bash my head through the window. And they're serious. One guy even told me he shared a testimony the other day at another place about how he was really mad how I shared these. He says he wanted to hit me one time. Because that's how much they're really just against these things. And so I hear that from one of my college students, and I got discouraged. I said, Lord, I'm going to spend time with you. And this is around 12:30 or 1 in the morning. I went to the soccer field where the parking strip was at. And no one was there, and these are my words, this is just the way I talk. I said, Lord, I don't want to be a sneaking heretic. I said, I don't want to be like those guys on TBN, because they're weird, and people are going to start making fun of me and looking down at me.